Hey everybody, and happy Friday. Good to connect with everyone once again. So as you are jumping on, as always, please do say hi and where you are coming in from. Please tag some people that you feel need to see this, and please share this video at any point, at any time, to help those that could benefit from this. So, hope everyone had a very productive and amazing week. For those that will be celebrating, happy early Memorial Day weekend. I hope you all have fun things planned. So, as you do come on, please say hi and where you're coming in from. Please tag some people, share this video, and again, please do always stay connected. Hey, Tammy, good to see you jumping on. So the big thing that I always hear from people is they get stuck with creating content. How do I create content? What's the best way to create it? How does it all work? How do I know what to say? When do I have to post? All of those things. And what I wanted to do with everyone today is actually show you in real time how you can make one video, and how that can become multiple pieces of pillar content that not only you can post on LinkedIn, but you can also post it on Instagram, on Facebook, on your YouTube channel, wherever you want. So again, as Tammy and Carolyn have done, please do say hi and where you're coming in from, tag some people, share this video, and if you do happen to jump in on the replay, always use hashtag replay so I know to go back and say hello. Outside of that, I also wanted to extend a big thank you to the nearly 500 people that registered and attended our 5-day free LinkedIn intensive this past week. The final night is tonight. We're doing a 20-minute routine check, and we're also doing some Q&A live coaching Q&A tonight. Hey, Mark, good to see you. And the replays of this are still available in the private group. It's called LinkedIn Leads for Life. It's on Facebook. You can join. You can watch the videos. They'll be available till next Tuesday, and then they're coming down. And Nancy and I talked about this. This is probably the last LinkedIn intensive we are going to do for quite a while. This is our third one that we've done in 5 months. So we want to kind of give some time for people to breathe and kind of work through whatever they're working through. But again, if you still want to check out tonight, ask some questions. It's not too late to register. You can just drop a comment below. I would, and I can send you the registration link so you can get the workbook, join us tonight in the private Zoom, and also watch all of the replays. So again, please do say hi and where you're coming in from. So one of the biggest struggles, actually, I'd like to hear from you guys. How many of you, type in me, if you struggle with not only creating content, but streamlining your content so you can spread it across multiple channels. Type me if you do struggle in that aspect of what you need to be doing online. And just to be completely real and transparent, I struggled with those things too. It was a real challenge for me to really do that aspect of my business. And Kate, you can absolutely still sign up. I will send you the registration link after the live. You can go right in to the Facebook group, and you can watch all the replays, and you can still join us tonight on the private Zoom that we're doing. And Kate, being transparent, honest, she says me. Yeah, I mean, we're all there. We're all there. Now, I'm actually going to show you something in real time. In real time, how one video can then lead you to creating 3 pieces of pillar content. Now, you guys have heard me before. Mark says me. You're so welcome, Kate. Everyone says, how do I streamline? So you have heard me say this before, that I instruct and suggest people to do 3 types of content on LinkedIn: a video a week, a post a week, and an article a week. 3 posts a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But everyone says, well, yeah, conceptually I can do that. But how do I make sure I'm doing it the right way? How do I make sure that I'm doing it the right way? And what I can tell you is the way that you make sure you do it the right way is streamlining the process, right? Now, type I can if you could record 1 3 to 5 minute video a week. Type I can if you can record using your phone or a computer. Type I can if you can record a 3 to 5 minute video on your phone or computer 1 time a week. 1 time a week. Reason being, if you can commit to doing that, you will have your content for the entire week done. And I'm going to explain why. So everyone thinks that they need to outsource and hire and someone do this and someone do that. You don't have to. You commit, again, to creating 1 3 to 5 minute video once a week. Your content will be taken care of for the entire week. Now, how this works is when you're doing your content, when you're doing a video, you have to make sure that it's on something that you know. So, pain points that clients have. So for those that are on here live, with whatever you do for a business, type in the chat box, what is a known pain point that your ideal clients have? So to give you an example, my ideal clients, their pain points, they don't know how to use LinkedIn. They're not generating enough leads for their business. They're not having enough conversations. They have not optimized their profile. They haven't built the right kind of network. They don't know how to message, and they're not making any money using LinkedIn. So those are the specific pain points. So what I would do is I would write those things down. So I would advise you to all do the same thing. Grab a note card. Start writing down some of the pain points that your ideal clients may have. So if you want to kind of brain dump it here, either live or on the replay, in the comments below, write down what are some of the pain points that your ideal clients have. If you're in wellness, are they struggling maintaining their weight or losing weight or gaining weight or energy or sleep or chronic pain, whatever it is, digestive issues? What are those specific pain points that your ideal client is struggling with? This is the first and most important part. When you can determine and when you can specify a pain point that your ideal client has, then you can start creating some content around it. So you write all of these pain points down. Now you've created your topics for your content. So just to give you an example, I could say something along the lines of, one of the pain points that my clients have is not understanding how to use LinkedIn. Okay, so that's kind of like a broad way, a big pain point. So if this is making sense so far, and you're on here live, type Y or yes in the chat box. I just want to make sure that everybody is with me. They're not confused. They understand everything they need to do. So Y or yes in the chat box if this makes sense. So the first thing that you do, you write down those pain points. those specific pain points that someone has. You know, they're struggling with this, they're struggling with that, they're not happy with this, they're not happy with that. So again, just to clarify, you're first writing down those pain points that your ideal client or customer or person that you want to connect with has. And Crystal says, always such useful tips. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that very, very much. Mark says, yes, good. Just making sure. I know there's people on here. I just want to make sure you guys are here, you're present, you're understanding, because I don't want to move forward if you don't understand. Now, once you have your topics, okay, you're going to record a 3 to 5 minute video. Now, so what I can do is, now if I know that their pain point is they don't know how to use LinkedIn, I can say 3 keys to properly using LinkedIn. Okay, so now I have the pain point. Now I have the topic for my video. The topic for my video is 3 ways to use LinkedIn properly. Okay, now number 2. So once you have that topic, you've defined the pain point, and you're going to give 2 or 3 tips. You're going to use a site called otter.ai. Now I'm going to type it right here for you. Otter.ai. So otter.ai is a transcription. It's a transcription platform. It's free to use. And it's a way to create voice notes from your video. So basically, as you are doing your video, you can actually record the video. So you can have your phone propped up right here, right here. So you're doing your video 3 to 5 minutes, or you can record yourself on Zoom, right? You've recorded yourself on Zoom, whatever you want. And as you're doing that, what you're going to do is this. Watch how cool this is. You're going to hit this blue record button. So you hit this blue record, and this is free. You hit this blue record button, and you can say, hey, everybody, Scott Aaron here. I just wanted to go over 3 tips on how to best utilize LinkedIn. Tip number 1 is to make sure that your profile is optimized. When your profile is optimized, you will appear in more searches. You will have more people visiting your profile, which will then lead to more business being generated. Tip number 2 is make sure that you build your ideal client and power partner network. The people that you should be connecting with should fit into one of those 2 connection buckets. They should either be someone that could benefit from your product, your good, or your service, or they should be someone that you could network with where they can then introduce you to your ideal client or customer. Tip number 3 is producing value-added content. Content is king, and it's no more important now than ever than on LinkedIn. And if you can truly commit to producing 2 to 3 stand out and engaging pieces of content a week on LinkedIn, it will absolutely change your business. Doing these 3 simple things on LinkedIn, optimizing your profile, building the right kind of network, and producing those 3 pieces of pillar content every single week on LinkedIn is not only going to make you stand out, but it's going to give you more visibility, more connectability, and more trust with the network that you're building. So I hope you found this content helpful. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon. Now, That was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So I hit stop record. So if this is making sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. So what I did was I was recording the video, and I was pretending I was on Zoom, and I was also pretending I was holding my phone, and I was having Otter run in the background. So basically you saw that it was transcribing word for word. So I was speaking clearly, I was speaking slowly, so Otter could pick up my tone to let me, so I could let it know where there's a paragraph ending. So the note is processing right now, but when I can show you this, okay? So let me show you this. It's still processing, and the one thing that I can tell you is once it's done, let me just refresh this. So if everyone conceptually understood that and you thought that was cool, type a Y or a yes in the chat box. So here's what it looks like. So the note is ready, and what I can do is, here it is. There's the entire thing, right? And again, this is one of those things where I can then take this content and I can break it down. So what I can do is I can copy this content, okay? Or I can just hit the 3 dots right here. I can export it, and I can save it as a document. So now it's saved right here. So basically, I downloaded all of that content, so I can take this, and this is the beautiful thing. So when you have, and I'm going to stop this really quickly, when you have otter.ai running in the background, you're going to transcribe what you say, and now this can become your long form article that you can write once a week on LinkedIn. So you do your video on Monday, you gather the content that you've transcribed, and post that as an article on LinkedIn on Wednesday. So you've downloaded it. So I can show you right here once this opens up. And I think it should open up in a second. But once you open it up, now you can take that content and you can go onto LinkedIn, and now you don't have to write the article because it's already been written. So I theme out my content for the week. So my video, my post, and my article are always related to the same thing. They are always related to the same thing. So let me just show you this really quickly. So I'm going to see if I can share this really quick. Let me see, application window. Okay, good, I can. So here's the Word document, okay? So this is the Word document that now I used from Otter, and I saved it. So this is the Word document, and what I can do is I can then go back and look at this content, and I can, delete all the stuff that obviously I don't need. And what I can do is I can go in. So there's tip number 2. So I can paragraph that. And then I can go down to tip number 3, which is somewhere around here. Okay, yep, tip number 3. And now here's my long form post. So then I can grab this, copy it, hop over to LinkedIn, and then what I could do is I can write that as an article. So this is how you work smarter and not harder. Now, the one thing I'll tell you is Monday you're going to do your video, Wednesday you're going to do your article, and then what you're going to do is on Friday you're going to do a short form post. Now, so you're going to take pieces of that long form article, that 3 to 5 minute video that's been transcribed, and you're going to make a short form post on Friday that highlights the article and the video. So breaking down those 3 tips. Now, here's the cool thing. The character limit on a post on LinkedIn has actually been increased from 1,300 to 3,000. So now you can actually write a longer form post without having to cut too much off. But basically what I would do is I would write a post on Friday that would say something along the lines of, as I spoke about earlier this week, in my video and in my article, there's 3 really easy ways to optimize and use LinkedIn properly. And here they are. Number 1, do this. Number 2, do this. Number 3, do this. Which one do you have to do most of? And then what I can do is I can say in the comments or at the bottom of the post, I'm going to link my article and my video in the comments below so you can check them out. And then I post it. So now you've kind of themed out your week by doing that one video. So this is, and Mark just said, longer posts on LinkedIn is great news. Yet people love reading content. So the fact is that all you have to do, this is the beauty of this, all you have to do is literally create, one video. And you could do this on a Sunday, record that 3 to 5 minute video, transcribe it through Otter, have it documented and ready to be posted on Wednesday, and then broken down for Friday. You can even get ahead of it. You can record 4 or 5 videos on a Sunday. So you can have 4 or 5 weeks worth of content already broken down and done. So if all this has made sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. Again, it's still not too late to say hi, what you took away. If you do happen to be coming in on the replay, hashtag replay, and I'll go back and say hi. But this is literally the 3-step process of how to have only one video done that becomes 3 pillar pieces of content. So the first thing that you do is you record a 3 to 5 minute video on your phone or your computer. In the background of that, on your computer, you go to otter.ai, hit record, and have it transcribe what you're saying, that this becomes your long form article on Wednesday. And then you do a highlight post on Friday that basically is a little pieces of that post, of that article, up to 3,000 characters that highlights the video and the article that you've done earlier that week. So everyone, I hope you found this helpful. For those that are attending day 5 of our 5-day intensive, looking forward to seeing you all tonight. As Kate typed in earlier, it's not too late to register. You can absolutely jump in tonight, plus watch all the replays. Just type in I do, and I will send you the registration link. So everyone, please enjoy the rest of this beautiful Friday. Have a wonderful holiday weekend for those that are celebrating, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.